How do you feel about gray in your beard? How do you feel about the gray in your beard?
You just recently, you were saying before we started that you discovered a little bit more gray in your beard. Where is it? The placement is key.
Right in the middle
center.
Here. Right in the center. Yeah, okay. And then I'm noticing I'm starting to get the Mr. Fantastic, like the sides a little bit, which I like. I love that.
Yeah.
I got plenty of gray in my beard. And I love it. I feel like I have been waiting my whole life for anyone to say, he looks distinguished. And no one has ever said it. And I feel like the only way that I would be able to achieve such a term is by people saying, oh, he's got gray hair. He must be distinguished.
I mean, I think it looks good on all of you. It's just a little bit unusual because you're all under 25.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah. We all saw a ghost at the same time.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. How do we feel about fear-based graying?
I think that's the ultimate way.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is, Zach. Maybe that's why people aren't calling you distinguished, because they see you and you're going ghost.
Yeah,
constantly. They think I'm just a scared boy who went gray prematurely.
It's the first thing that happened.
Why does that happen? Is this real? I'm asking genuinely. Is this a real thing? I know, like, that you see something scary or traumatizing,
trauma,
and you go gray.
It's why people go gray because of stress. It's trauma to the body. Stress,
I understand, because your body.
One event you're talking about.
I'm saying, you see a knight of armor or whatever move, and then you suddenly have a streak of gray. Is that a real thing or not?
I'm going to poke a hole in that because I don't think George Clooney has ever seen anything scary in his life. He seems pretty chill about everything.
Yes, George Clooney was chased down a hallway by a Scooby-Doo-esque knight.
Hey, kiddos.
Welcome to Answer For It. This is a comedy podcast disguised as a trivia podcast hosted by me, Elise Willems, and featuring the comedic stylings of Zach Anner, AJ LoCascio, and James Willems.
Oh.
Hey, everyone.
Hey.
She didn't give us a chance to chime in, so that way listeners won't know whose voice sounds like what.
There have been occasions where I've just plowed right through it.
I don't know that we've ever plowed right through anything on this podcast.
We might this week.
One thing we never do is plow.
Hey, speaking of plowing, remember when Jeremy Renner saved what I thought was his child nephew niece from a snowplow, and it turned out to be like a man in his 40s.
It was a grown nephew.
Yeah, it was this grown ass nephew.
He had some gray in his beard, that nephew.
Yeah, he had seen the plow coming and he went completely gray. And then he saw Jeremy Renner barreling down the hill trying to stop him. Anyway, this is the Answer For It. I'm Elise Willems.
I'm shocked by that revelation because I always thought that Jeremy Renner was saving someone because he's like, I've lived a full life. I'm going to give this boy a chance. And it was like 5 years difference.
It was a man. It was a full. That's how the news. They did like a whole like Disney Plus documentary about it, and I thought it was gonna be some little kid that's like, oh, he's playing in the snow, and then I see Hawkeye come barreling down the hill, and he saved me. He did, but it was a man.
It was
it was a full man.
In his beard.
And that was one of my questions. How old was the nephew that Jeremy Renner saved?
Yeah, 63.
Yeah, what was the age of the boy Jeremy Renner saved?
How about a real question?
Okay.
Yes.
Let's do it.
What and where is Menver? Now I'll spell this for you. Menver. Menver.
It's in Colorado.
What and where is Menver?
Approximately 1 mile below ocean level or whatever.
Oh, so it's not very high.
Of Denver?
It's the mile low city, they call it. And it's 1 mile into the Earth's crust.
I mean, it does just sound like a gay club in Denver is what that would be. The most obvious thing to me is like, come on down to Menver.
I just found a very specific gay club.
Yeah, Menver. And please, I wouldn't put it past you to just be like, I was looking through the yellow pages and came across Menver.
I'm going to go with a not Colorado-based answer and say it's some weird type of hair. Because there's always types of hair that I'm being told about that have weird names. It's like, oh, you've got babies from 2 to 3. They've got their Menver coming in before their normal hair.
like a duck. How a duck has a very soft,
down?
tufted, downy feather.
Is a Menver like when you get 2 hairs that grow out of like the same follicle? Maybe that's what a Menver is. Yeah.
Ugh.
Not that that happens to me. I watched that on, it's all my Instagram explore page. It's just
all
double
of the
hairs.
silver hairs coming out of your beard are all the double hairs.
Ugh, I would walk into traffic. Can't handle that.
You're all sort of, you're on the right track, I'd
close?
say.
Like,
Wait,
can't
how's
be
that
true.
possible? You say this a lot sometimes. You guys are all very close.
The big focus you think is that the men in Menver refers to men.
I didn't
Zach
think that.
thought it was hair. So
Yeah. And I thought
think
it was
it's
an
hair.
underground city.
And I thought it was men. I'm the only one that said this is
All right, men is a good start.
okay. Good.
Okay.
So I'm the only one that's close.
It's not a gay club in Denver.
Damn.
It's not a gay club in Denver. Well, I mean,
Damn it.
I don't know if it is.
It
I mean,
should be.
if it is, yeah, it should be if it isn't.
Feels like it should
Denver's hottest club is Menver. It's got everything. Men, oxygen.
What? Wait, you teased us with the answer and then you slowed down.
be.
Did
She
I?
wants us to keep digging.
Yeah.
You want us
No,
to
she
keep
just-
digging? That's as far as I go.
Because we each came out the gate. The way the show works
No.
is each of us comes out the gate with a shotgun blast of an answer, and then we refine that into a fine, perfect little thing that's the correct answer, right? Elise?
Genuinely, that's my answer.
Could it be? I feel like there's something
gay
with
club
the
in Denver.
ver that we're missing out on. Like, what is this? Menver is
Think about what you know. There's John Denver. There's Denver the city. There's Denver the friendly dinosaur.
what?
Is Denver the last dinosaur?
There-
Oh,
It
the
is?
last dinosaur? He
The
wasn't
last
friendly.
dinosaur. It wasn't friendly at all. He actually. Yeah.
I think he was friendly, but that wasn't his defining attribute.
His defining attribute was he was a dinosaur.
Was there
Yeah,
a
and
different dinosaur that was friendly that I'm thinking of?
Clifford? Clifford the big red dinosaur?
Also not known as friendly.
Barney.
Clifford known as
is-
big.
Is he
Yeah,
the friendly
just big.
dinosaur?
Barney is a dinosaur.
Yeah, I think he might be.
dinosaur. Yeah,
God, I really even like. I was a little too old for Barney, but like, I think we discussed this.
a
Hated
little
Barney.
too old.
Little too old for Barney, but I didn't like him. I just thought he was too like it's like the worst thing for a kid's host to be doing. I just don't like that sound.
I don't like it when the kids are smarter than the host on a kids show.
He's a dinosaur.
What did Barney have to teach those kids? Nothing.
Oh, I thought you were referring to maybe like Steve Harvey, like
Oh,
hosting.
what?
Are you smarter than a fifth grader or whatever? I don't like when the kids are smarter than the host.
Harvey specifically.
I don't think that fifth graders should be getting egos at that point. Should be more like, how's your 401k? Is your 401k better than a fifth grader? And I bet it is.
I would hope so.
Probably.
Yeah, I would hope so. I watched Barney because it was like chill and relaxing.
I found
Like
it the
there was like
opposite.
no drama at all. And even Sesame Street sometimes had too much drama for me. I couldn't watch it and just unwind. There'd be something where almost like, my yo-yo's gone. Like there'd be like a panic and I was like, I can't do it. Yeah, but it would
Oh.
sound like that. Yeah.
You didn't like any of the messaging on Sesame Street when they had to
No, I didn't say
tackle
that.
tough
I didn't
topics.
say
You didn't
that
like
at
that.
all. I didn't agree with the politics of Sesame
Yeah.
Street. Yeah.
You're the reason PBS is in trouble.
Yeah, I spearheaded that.
What
Yeah.
and where is Menver?
So the
Yeah, okay.
where is important because
Where is important?
yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like it. Why would because Zach said hair, so I don't know how.
And he said
that
it's
would
on a
be an
baby's
answer.
head.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's baby hair. We all know that. Let's move on. Next
What?
question.
You just have to
Yeah.
lock it in.
I'm locking in gay club in Denver. That is the peak of my intelligence, my ability to guess. Second answer, hair on a baby.
I'm gonna say it's one of those weird resorts in like Thailand or something where a bunch of Westerner dudes go to like cry together and then also work on their laptops and do push-ups.
I thought you were saying where they get the hair replacements, like the turkey
With
hair.
the
the
baby
Turkish
hair.
hair
They get
surgery?
the
Turkish hair.
That's a
Turkish
good
baby
answer,
hair
too.
surgery.
Yeah.
That's a good answer too.
What if it's a themed nudist colony in Thailand that is like a Colorado themed nudist colony in Thailand?
Only
Sexiest
men.
place on earth.
Yeah.
Well, you all got really close here.
We couldn't have.
You danced around it. Menver is just a nickname for Denver, Colorado.
What?
So I was the closest.
You were the closest. Denver has earned a reputation for having a higher number of single men than women. In fact, there's a lot of suggestion here that if you're a single woman, maybe you want to go to Denver if you want to find a man.
Or steer clear of Denver, because it's not like this is an accident.
I'd rather go to Bear City.
Yeah,
You know?
the night at the Roxbury City.
Yeah.
New woman. Everyone gets a text when a new woman enters the population. Welcome to Menver.
Every
Hey.
Wednesday, it's New Woman Wednesday.
New woman
Or they-
Wednesday.
They unlatch the crate.
Yeah, they're all waiting at the docks, like when they wave the Titanic on as a new woman.
I think
Perfect.
that would be too much pressure as a woman to be like, there's going to be 25 men right when I get off the boat. Because that's how women travel.
Get to
Yeah.
Denver.
Yeah.
The boat to Denver.
Our next question comes from one of our most fervent fans, James's old roommate and our good friend Jake. Jake listens to every single episode, and
Jake.
he started sending me trivia for us to feature in the episodes.
What a dork.
I mean,
We love
yes,
you, Jake. We love
but
you.
he's
Listen to the show.
wonderful.
This question comes from Jake. What subject was monitored by the world's first webcam in 1991?
I'm going to go with the birth of some animal at the zoo.
Yeah. This
Okay.
feels
I'm
extremely
going to say
familiar.
panda.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say, panda. I feel like this was a thing in like 7th grade when it was just like the first panda.
Is this the clip of the panda that sneezes and gives birth?
Is that a thing?
That's how I'd
Right.
want to do it.
Isn't there a clip of a panda that like goes like, and then a baby just shoots out and it's like,
I don't think so.
Wait,
That
did
would
the
be-
panda
I think
know it was pregnant?
I don't think pandas know anything, honestly. We've worked so hard to keep pandas around. And sure, I'm not going to complain, but I really think there maybe should be a limit on the amount of resources we provide because they don't seem like they want to be. They have no desire to survive in this world.
That's very reductive, James.
Is it? Is it
Because
really?
You just said that they don't know anything that's going on. And then you're also saying that they don't have a desire to survive. Well, maybe they're just enjoying life as it is without asking all sorts of big questions.
That's
and
not
maybe
what
we
I
should
said at all.
learn something from pandas.
Well,
I
that's
think.
not what I said at all. It's not like we're always seeing pandas and they're doing these incredible things and wonderful things, but not reproducing. They're basically like sitting in the corner of a room and just staring. And then they bring in toys. Oh, you want to play with the tire? No interest in the tire.
What
oh,
is this
you want to
panda
do it? Like,
slander?
you want some
Does
food?
anyone else
No,
feel
no,
directly
no.
attacked? Because this feels like exactly the life me, Elise, and Zach are striving for.
It's just like James, he can't resist himself. He has to try to pick something apart. You're trying to make big beef with pandas.
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's because you've never seen a muscular panda, and so you don't think it has value. If pandas had 6-packs, you would be all over it, James.
They're a little pear-shaped.
Disney presents 6-pack panda.
Leanness is not an indication of strength, Zach. All I said was that we should cap the resources that we put into keeping these pandas around. Maybe they're ready to go.
Give me a number then.
Maybe they're ready to go.
Do you want to cap the population of pandas or just the amount of money spent?
They're capping their own population because you're like, hey, do you want to mate? And they're like, nah. And they're like, well, I guess we're going to have to bring this panda into the lab and force it to reproduce through lab intervention. Maybe the panda's ready to go. Maybe pandas as a species, they're like, see ya, goodbye, we're ready.
I can't get on any of this.
Maybe
I
we
think
shouldn't.
they're jolly.
You think it's okay to ship women to Denver, but you can't get behind 2 pandas?
An arranged panda
Mating?
marriage?
I have to interject because I didn't chime in on any of that conversation. And it was Zach, you who suggested a boat full of women that unleashes it. It's like Fitzcarraldo, this giant boat upon land going up the hillside.
What's Geraldo Rivera have to do with this?
No, not that.
Hey, so panda does sound really familiar, but I also actually think it might be a bird of some sort. I feel like this
Tell
is
me
like a
more.
thing, like an American eagle that they just
Bald eagle.
it's an American bald eagle that they just like put a camera in a nest.
Are you maybe like subconsciously confusing this with the bald eagle cam that is live right now?
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Probably.
Then yes. Thank you, Hint Master.
Bald eagles, on the other hand, have shown that they want to be around. Formerly an endangered species, not anymore. They've been reproducing like crazy. Bald eagles thriving. Great. They deserve our support. Okay.
So-
they want to stick around. They got something that they want to give to us.
So you're saying invasive species like
They're
the
not
bald
invasive.
eagle or the
They're just-
stink bug in New
they're just
Jersey?
thriving. They're
should be
taking
allowed.
advantage of the resources we're giving them. I have an answer. Neil Armstrong, but not on the moon. Just figuring out how to send an email.
in 1999.
It would be great if it was just an old man trying to set up a webcam.
Yeah.
They gave him a second dummy webcam.
His hands over the lens the entire time, and the sound of like just groping. I'm gonna say panda. I gotta go with panda. Sorry,
right.
James.
Zach?
I said panda first.
Well, now
I know,
AJ's
I'm
taking
backing
actually,
you
so
up.
I'm so sorry to
Taking
tell
it.
you, but
Now that
AJ's taking that
is
answer now.
Taking it. I think
Fine,
it's probably. I think it's probably somebody doing something lewd and not knowing that their webcam was on.
Neil Armstrong.
It
This was your answer as well?
It was a young Jeffrey Toobin.
Who the hell's that? The inventor of tubing?
I think it was the New York Times reporter that pleasured himself on a Zoom call. I think it was his friend. He he was supposed to be doing a review of this new technology, but he just didn't know. So that was probably it.
There has to be an infrastructure in place. Someone has to be receiving the signal while someone for the first time. So there has to be a two end, like two cans with a string. We, the audience, are receiving something like, go to this website to see this thing. And I doubt Jeffrey Toobin was like, I got this great thing. I set up a website. I'm going to be tubing for at least an hour. YouTube, and that's where YouTuber came from.
Because
is Jeffrey Toobin.
Yeah. The correct answer is a coffee pot. It was used to monitor the computer laboratory coffee machine at Cambridge University so they would know when to refill it.
Wow.
Wrong.
Wow.
Not true.
What?
Not true.
A coffee pot?
It was a coffee pot.
It's a panda.
To know when to refill it. Didn't they have programmable coffee pots before they had webcams? When was this?
We're talking about nerds, Zach.
You have to remember, Zach, this is 1991, but the bald eagle was on the verge of extinction. It's a different time.
They
Not
haven't
anymore.
figured out reproduction at that point. I did hear that fact years ago.
Yeah.
That seems it's one of those things that someone's like, did you know? And you're like, oh,
That's
I'll
a
remember
great
that
question,
forever.
Thanks,
Jake.
Jake.
Thank
It's
you
a
so much for
wonderful
writing in.
question,
Great
Jake.
question,
I
Elise,
was really
not Jake.
hoping it was going to be pandas so I could be like, ha, Jake, not so easy to come up with the questions that'll stump us, is it?
You'll think twice about sending any more questions our way. Hey everybody, James here with an announcement. Answer for It Live, the comedy show disguised as a panel trivia show, is coming to the Bell House in New York City on October 8th. I'll be there with Elise and Drawfee's Julia Lepetit and Jacob Andrews with more special guests to be announced. You won't want to miss it. You're not going to want to miss it. Tickets are available now over at thebellhouseny.com or jameswilliams.com/answer for it.
When Diana Ross headlined the 1996 Super Bowl XXX halftime show in Tempe, Arizona, she finished her set, then left the stadium in a way that made headlines. How did she leave? Don't say in a body bag. She's alive.
She reached out, bald eagle, down, gallons.
Also, Elise, I know you're Canadian, but I believe it's Tempe, Arizona.
Okay, Tempe
Not
instead
tempeh,
of Tempe.
like the bacon, like tempeh, like the vegan meat.
The wheat protein or whatever, right?
I guess it doesn't have an accent aigu over it.
Who?
Oh.
Never mind.
She left in a way that made people go, oh, like that was surprising to people.
It was a bombastic exit.
She declared to get Dorothy and her little dog and puffed away in a puff of smoke.
She leapt forward into a tuba, but then as opposed
Struggled.
to that, struggled to her feet. And then it was just her little legs coming out the bottom of the tuba. And then you could tell by the way she was walking that she was like, humph, right? And so that she like kind of strutted out of there and everyone clapped.
Yeah. It's like how the critic would leave the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
It
Baby elephant
stinks.
walk.
Yeah.
I have two answers.
Whoa.
Number one is that she did a reverse parachute into a plane.
Like
Oh, like the
in
Batman?
Dark
Dark
Knight?
Knight. Like in Dark Knight,
Skyhook or whatever.
With Skyhook, when they pulled her into a helicopter off the stage. Or number 2, she just like flipped the bird, double birds to the whole audience, just said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, to all 100,000 people in attendance, which doesn't seem like her on the surface, which is what would make it even more surprising.
This is Super Bowl 30.
Who is playing in this Super Bowl?
Yankees and the Red Sox.
I don't know. Do you think that could influence her exit?
Yeah. Because maybe she like revealed who she was rooting for. She like did a quick change and like, oh goodness, she's rooting for the New York Shemps.
The New York Shemps? Like from the Three Stooges?
I know. Well, we don't know what. We don't know.
You're literally wearing a Buffalo Bills shirt right now.
We don't know who was who was playing in Super Bowl 30. We don't know.
Here's who was in it. It was the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys.
And the New York Shrimps.
And the New York Shrimps.
Playing a small game in between.
They created a second field to let the Shrimps run around on.
Yeah, so they'd tire themselves out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No opposing team. The New York Shrimps and the New York Krill, the Connecticut Krill. Did she drive the parade float out of there? Like she commandeered the big stage that they have to drive out there, but just like forcefully through the audience.
Through the stands.
Yeah, just killing hundreds, slowly killing them. Like the tank in GoldenEye where you just hear crunching and screaming the entire way.
No one could get away.
Just a big gaping hole in the stadium and her laughing as she waves. I think that's what happened.
I think the bald eagle answer is actually closer than that.
Oh, holy crap.
Wow.
Zach's getting close too.
Oh,
so evidently it's like a zip line. She went up and away. The two things that ours have in common, Zach, is that she went up and away. So
up and away.
Oh, hot air balloon.
Hot
air balloon.
That's a very good one.
It was a helicopter.
Oh, it's a helicopter.
You should look it up and let me describe it to you. The aircraft flew down and landed in the center of the stadium, so basically on the stage. And then she got in. She's sitting with her legs dangling over the side, and they just take off.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Was she still singing when they were taking off?
I don't think, maybe a little bit. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Horribly drowned out by the sound of a helicopter, though. Anytime a helicopter lands in any movie ever, everyone goes into like full-on panic. So I can't imagine this was a very graceful exit.
We were watching Terminator 2 just last night, and the scene where the T-1000 is in the helicopter and is chasing them down the freeway, and it's ducking under the overpass, and it's just it's wild.
It's crazy. I thought you were going to talk about his third hand.
There's 4 hands.
There's 4 hands?
Yeah.
I thought there was only 3.
2 hands are controlling the thing. Then he has a third hand that's firing the gun and another hand that's reloading
the clip, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't he tell the pilot of the helicopter to get out? And the helicopter,
he goes,
they just
get out.
Jumps out, get out. Like it would seem like you could let him do the pilot the helicopter, so you wouldn't have to create all those extra hands.
Nah, he couldn't pull off those tricks.
Yeah, if you can do I wouldn't trust that nervous pilot to go underneath those overpasses. You know?
God, if I had 4 hands, imagine how many helicopters I'd drive. I'd be taking advantage of that all the time.
Just remember, in the movie, he does all those tricks, and then Arnold quickly realizes, oh, wait, it's a helicopter. I can just slow down. And it eviscerates the helicopter. It's pretty easy.
This next question is something new I'm introducing on the show. It's to do with quotables. And this one, where you'll have to guess the quote, is a Who Said It, Charles Manson or Gandhi edition.
Oh my God.
Oh, we're getting a choice?
Oh my God.
So y'all read you the quote and then you tell me if it came from Gandhi or Chuck himself.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pain's not bad. It's good. It teaches you things. I understand that. Who said that? Charles Manson or Gandhi?
Does it sound like something a crazy person would say?
Yeah.
Or something Charles Manson would say?
The problem with Charles Manson is he's monkeys at a typewriter where he's basically said everything. So he could have said this quote.
Yeah.
Because he's just a wind-up toy of information. Is he dead? He's still
Charles
out
Manson?
There? Yeah.
I think he died.
Yeah,
He's like the Energizer Bunny of killers.
Yeah, he died in 2017. And that's the exact point when the world started getting worse.
No,
we had a little bit before that.
Yeah, that was one of the first symptoms of the world getting worse is we lost Charles. That sounds like a Gandhi thing. I'm not too familiar with Charles Manson's work, but I feel like he was more narcissistic. I don't know that he was as philosophical as maybe he perceived himself to be. Whereas this does sound like a reasonably philosophical statement. So I'm going to say Gandhi, someone who had something to prove.
I'm going to say Charles Manson, just because it's not incredibly articulate. It sounds like a little thing that would be said right in the middle of him then talking about something completely ridiculous. Feels like a little insert. Pain's not bad, man. It's good. I felt it before. Like him just like, I don't know what Charles Manson sounds like. It's been a minute. Gandhi, I feel like would have added a few smart words in there.
I think they both said it independently. I don't know who said it first. Who was quoting who?
Mm-hmm. With Manson, that's extraordinarily true that he just threw that out there one day because he had heard Gandhi say it.
They were both on Whose Line Is It Anyway, playing that game where one person says a word and the next person says the next word.
Yeah,
and
so
this
they
is
both
the quote
said it.
that came out of it.
Yeah.
That's a good guess, but this one was said by Charles Manson.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I know my boy.
yeah, I wanted to call it right now before Elise reads the second one. They're all Charles Manson. That's the psychological game she's pulling on us.
Next quote, nobody can hurt me without my permission.
That's got to be a Gandhi, I think.
Why? What makes you think it's a Gandhi?
Because he had boundaries. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he was all about consent.
So he said it, and then immediately afterwards he went, "Oh, I'm so hungry. Oh God, I'm hungry."
Well, I think that pain to somebody like Gandhi was not something that could, there's spiritual pain and then there's physical pain. So I'll say that it's definitely a Gandhi. I remember that from the film, from the Richard Attenborough film.
2 VHS box set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Gandhi stops a bullet midair,
Yeah.
because nobody can hurt me without my consent.
He looks at it, and then he pushes the walls away when he breathes.
Yeah.
There's got to be a deep fake of Gandhi in the Matrix by now, right? Or some AI thing.
There will be after
Yeah,
this.
for sure. Yeah.
I'm going to say Manson again because it doesn't sound particularly articulate. It just kind of is like, nobody can hurt me without my permission, man. Like I can imagine him saying that in a stupor where it's just not, there's nothing that profound about it. It's just a random thought.
That feels like Charles Manson saying something in incarceration. To be like, I won. And you go, okay, you're going to die in prison.
Can't kill me.
Won.
Yeah, without my permission, man. Can't hurt me, man.
It's Gandhi, man. Gandhi said that.
Oh.
Yes. Then he stubbed his toe on the coffee table and he went, shit. God damn it. God damn it.
I consented to that. That was me. I consented.
Final quote, is it Charles Manson or Gandhi? There is no way that you can know the taste of water unless you drink it, or unless it has rained on you, or unless you jump in the river.
Why couldn't you just say like helter skelter?
Yeah.
Skibbity-doo.
You want to go up into the hills tonight? That's
Here's the thing. Either, like, no matter who said it, I don't think it's their best quote. Because
certainly not.
I don't know that that's true. I think there's plenty of other ways to know the
How do you know the taste of water, Zach, if you don't drink it or it's been absorbed through your skin?
Well, first of all, there are other bodies of water than a river. You could dip your toes in the ocean.
Well, maybe he was just using the
And
river
I
as
don't
an
wanna
example.
get
Or your
into-
bathtub.
Into a semantics argument with either Gandhi or Charles Manson. But I think that in terms of the quote, yeah, that could be anything. You can't know the taste of, a Twix till
it's rained on you.
till it's rained on you, till you've put it in ice cream, till you've, put it in your candy drawer. Which reminds me, I got to reload on the Twix because I only got 2.
The last photo I saw was like, what, a week? Or did you guys post that?
Yeah.
Photo? That was robust. That was,
Yeah.
you're the house to go to on Halloween.
No, don't.
Well, he
come
doesn't
to
give it
my
away.
house. I know. I don't. How do you think I've gotten this wealth of candy? I don't give it away.
Classic Candy Rich.
I just want to clarify something here. If you're new to the podcast, Zach has a drawer in his kitchen that's a candy drawer, but I should specify it's in his refrigerator.
It's the crisper.
It's not like a drawer in his cabinets. It's in the fridge.
It's great. It's classy. Using energy, using electricity and resources to keep your candy cool. I love it. I'm going to say Gandhi this time because he's talking about rivers, and I figure Gandhi would probably be thinking about rivers, whereas Charles Manson would just be thinking about concrete
Murder.
murder. I also think it's a crappy quote. It's just a bad quote.
That's
Not-
well, the badness of the quote leads me to believe Charles Manson. It's one of those situations where someone's just looking around the room,
Yeah,
right?
it does.
Like,
but
you
that
know,
was
when
Gandhi
you're like, what's
too.
your made up name? And you're like, computer microphone. I'm
Yeah.
computer microphone. And, oh, nice to meet you. So it's like that type of situation. Someone asked him about it and he just kind of was glancing at everything.
Why would Manson be talking about the taste of water? Like, that's something that someone would be like, so Gandhi.
Metaphorical. It's not
No.
actually water that he's talking about.
People are asking Gandhi about silly, simple things like apparently pain, water. It's stuff that's like basic needs. Whereas Charles Manson, I mean, I know you're cherry picking these, but I feel like he would never get to the subject of water.
I think everyone knows that Charles Manson only drank Pepsi.
That's
Can
true.
confirm. That's
he
why he
would
lived to be
never-
113 years old.
And maybe that's more of a reason for the quote, because he's lamenting that he's
Never
never
tasted it.
tasted.
It's never rained on him.
Yeah, he's waiting for the rain.
This quote was written in Manson in his own words, which we of course all know was written by Gandhi.
Yeah, there we go.
This quote is from Charles Manson.
Why?
Because
these are so
dumb.
insane.
But I think I hear what you're saying, but it's dumb. I think he's like just waxing poetic on stuff he doesn't know anything about. It's like, you
Imagine all
can't
the quotes.
taste it, man.
Yeah.
Unless it's on you, man.
Imagine all the quotes we missed that where he was just talking to his cell wall. Like,
yeah.
there's more useless quotes.
I'm so glad that you all brought up Jeremy Renner earlier
Oh, yay!
because I actually have a Jeremy Renner question in here.
Oh, this is
Is
going to
it
be
Christmas?
the easiest one we've ever done.
This is the Jeremy Renner question of the week. Google search tells me that the Avenger and superhero portrayed by Jeremy Renner in the Marvel Cinematic Universe known as Hawkeye has at least 6 exceptional skills. Name 4 of those skills.
Arrows.
I was going to say, I mean, I feel like vision, high vision,
Okay.
like athleticism,
Does he have strength? I've never seen him do anything that impressive.
martial arts. He's a
Yeah.
martial artist.
Calisthenics. It would be really shocking if one of those powers was to be able to stop a snowmobile.
Snowplow.
Yeah. He doesn't see age of his closest family members. He doesn't acknowledge the age of them.
They're all children in his eyes.
Yeah.
Is agility is always like a separate thing. So he's very agile. We could add that. He doesn't have strength, right? He's not like reaction time. You got a quick reaction time.
Well, I guess it's what are the specifics that we're going to get into? Because I'm trying to think like what it would be on the back of a trading card.
That's
of, like,
exactly
all
why I was
those
like,
things.
intelligence, high
Yeah.
intelligence.
He's a good painter.
It's a gentle lover. Does that count?
Yeah, I was going to say kindness. You know?
Oh.
No, Hawkeye, no. He'll put an arrow in anything. Also, remember, of course, his time as Ronin. He was
Oh, yeah.
merciless.
Dark side.
Completely
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah.
Does making the arrows count?
Oh,
Just make us crafting them.
Yeah, I mean that's
Craftability?
weapons familiarity or whatever. Like Punisher has that as a skill set, right?
He could be a good cook. I didn't say that these had to be like
Oh, I
superhero
see.
skills. You
What
know?
about forgettability? Like the ability to just not remember you've seen or interacted with him in any capacity. Is
elusive.
that a power?
Because he wanted you to.
Because he wanted
Yeah.
you to.
Wanted you to. I believe he was bestowed with unlimited powers cosmic,
Like Captain Planet?
right? Like that seems like a very Hawkeye trait.
You have all kind of hit on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've done it.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
gotten most of them.
Yeah.
Forgettability, ability
Yeah.
to woo Scarlett Johansson somehow.
They
I
were
don't
just
think they're
friends.
friends.
They were just friends.
They're
Oh, were they
friends.
just friends?
Yeah,
Who's he in love with?
she probably had
Hulk?
to let him down easy a
Yeah.
couple times, I'm sure.
She and Hulk had kind of a thing going on.
Oh, okay. I thought he
Specifically
was
Hulk, not Bruce.
Not
she was into
Bruce.
Hulk.
It's a real beast prince situation
Yeah.
where as soon as he turns into Bruce, she's like,
Yeah.
can you
hmm
paint yourself green a little bit or something?
He has enhanced vision. Some interpretations suggest Hawkeye has vision superior to a normal human. Some interpretations.
What do you
Why-
mean, like
I mean, yeah, wouldn't that be enhanced vision?
1919 vision? What's
If-
the...
why would we be listing it as enhanced vision if it's not better than the rest of us?
Marksmanship, combat skills.
Okay.
He was trained by flipping Captain America. Weapon mastery. Trick arrows.
That's
Wait.
not a skill.
No.
It says here it is.
No, that's like
That's not
going
a
to a
skill.
magic shop and getting a trick pot to put a pigeon in.
His arrows have various specialized attachments. as Zach pointed out, he makes these arrows.
Yeah, if
Zach
he makes
fell asleep.
them.
Buckle up for the last one, Zach.
Okay.
Peak human condition. He is physically fit and strong, able to handle the draw weight of his bow and engage in close quarters combat.
That's
So
just
wait a
normal
minute.
physical
He's a guy.
fitness.
Yeah, like the one of your skills is that you are strong enough to hold the weapon you're known
You
for
chose?
using.
Yeah. Can no one else pull back his bow? Is that something where they're just like, hey, Thor, try to pull back my bow? This is a real like Odyssey situation. Only I can string my bow.
He's like, I bet you're not worthy. And then Thor just pulls it back and like fires an arrow
Breaks
through
it,
7
yeah.
walls.
Rips it in half. Yeah.
Crumples.
Several film songs have been nominated for both the Best Original Song Oscar and the Golden Raspberry Award, the Razzie, for Worst Original Song. So I was able to come across 3 in particular. Name one of these songs.
Okay.
This
We're
is for
nominated
Zach
for both?
specifically?
This is only for Zach?
Is this
No,
only for-
it's for all 3 of
okay.
you, but I
Well, you
thought
said
I thought
Zach.
it would engage Zach again. He'd get interested
Has
again.
Gary Newman done any of
All
these
right,
songs?
real funny, real mature.
Well, anytime the awards come up, I
Dig
think
at
of one of the
me
Newmans.
because I confused Gary Newman and Randy Newman.
The important thing to remember is that the Razzies don't know what they're talking about ever.
I think it's going to be My Heart Will Go On. I think they'll. Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking because it was popular and it was everywhere. And the Razzies would be like, let's take the piss out of that, even though it's a great song and it's great in that movie. So I'm agreeing with Zach. My Heart Will Go On.
That's a really good one, but I'm trying to think of like Greatest Showman or something, but I feel like no one ironically liked Greatest Showman. I think people that really liked it.
All of these songs are pre-2000.
I think you say pre 9/11.
I guess they are.
Which is
yeah.
true, yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, Kiss from a Rose, maybe?
Oh,
No,
that's a good
no
one.
way. There's
What?
no
What-
flipping way somebody hears that song and thinks that song is bad.
Well, My Heart Will Go On is also a great song.
And maybe it's not the right answer.
When did All Star by Smash Mouth come out?
You thought it was nominated for an Academy Award?
Nominated for Academy
No.
Award
For Mystery
All
Men?
Star.
For
Yeah,
Mystery Men.
For Mystery Men or
Yeah.
Shrek or any trailer.
It would have to be Mystery Men, right? Because it was in there first.
Unless, Zach, it got nominated for a Razzie first, but then people turned a corner on it
Yeah, and
later.
it got nominated for an Oscar.
Is it the song from Hunchback where Count Frollo sings about wanting
Hellfire?
to bang Esmeralda?
Yeah,
Yep,
Hellfire.
that's it.
This is a tough one. I thought this would be easier to just be like, oh yeah, Chicka Cherry Cola.
So did I.
Is it like A Whole New World or something?
That's
like
I
that?
think when we hear the 3 answers, we're all going to agree that the Razzies are wrong, is how I feel about this question. That the Razzies are just trying to be edgy by like complaining about a song that's popular.
Aquafina's Scuttle Song.
No, that's a great
Scuttlebutt.
song.
Scuttlebutt's
Nominated
great.
for Best Song.
Yeah. Wake
Of
up,
course.
wake up, wake up.
Wake up, wake up. That's a really lovely cultural moment for all of us.
I love that song.
That was really beautiful. Oh, this is okay. I'm kind of genuinely stumped. The problem is none of the ones I could think of would be one that would also be nominated. Like the song that ends the 1997 Godzilla or whatever is not also going to be nominated for Best Song.
Come with me.
Oh, is that how that goes? I just remember being like, yeah, is like
Yeah.
a lot of that song,
There's
right?
a Led
Yeah,
Zeppelin.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
What about Tia Carrere's song at the end of Batman Mask of the Phantasm?
How does that go?
I don't know. But
Wow.
and she's not in the film. She just sings the end credits song.
But is
Chad
it actually
Kroeger.
her singing, or when Wayne sees her singing, is it a different song that's playing over top?
She does Dreamweaver at the end of... Yeah.
My mind went to Chad Kroeger singing the Spider-Man song, but that's 2001.
Then they say that a hero.
Because that straddles both worlds.
That
I feel, where you
is
live.
actually getting you closer.
What about
Oh.
Vindicated by...
I am helpless. I am strong. I am right. I know I'm right. I used to listen to that soundtrack a lot.
Shall I just tell you?
Wait, hold on. You said I was getting closer with
Yeah,
Chad Kroeger.
I think
Yeah,
so.
we're getting closer.
Is there something from like The Crow or people on rooftops playing guitar?
Well,
is
see,
where
it's
my
a
mind-
scene.
Oh, Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. How about that?
No, but so close. Getting
Great song.
so close.
Great
Which was
song.
also City of Angels, right?
Was
Yeah.
it nominated?
No,
Was
I don't know actually.
What ended The Matrix?
Clubbed to
Rage
death.
Against the Machine.
I would love to see it at the Oscars if it doesn't exist already. I got nothing.
Yeah,
Going
I
with
don't
Chad
know.
Kroeger, 2001.
There's a song from Up Close and Personal that is also the Celine Dion. Is it two Celine Dions?
Is that the George Clooney movie?
Because You Love
And Michelle
Me?
Pfeiffer?
You think the classic song by Celine Dion, Because You Love Me, could ever be nominated for a Razzie? That's insulting, Zach.
I think that the Razzies is so bitter that yes, it could.
I think you should take your ass back to Tempe, Arizona, and leave Canadian icon Celine Dion out of this.
We're in defense. Zach and I agree that the Razzies are in the wrong here. We're not saying that these are bad songs. We're saying the Razzies probably picked a great song to pick on.
All right, let me tell you the answers.
Haunted Mansion. I got a Haunted Mansion, Eddie Murphy, the credit song, Is You Izzo, Is You Ain't by Nelly.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the one.
Which I looked up recently. I was like, how on God's green earth did this get to be the credit song to the Haunted Mansion movie? And the only other person that's inquired about this online is Podcast The Ride.
Hold on. I have two answers. The song from Bullworth.
What?
Ghetto Superstar?
Ghetto Superstar from Bullworth.
Okay.
It's deserving of both, probably. Or the Harlem World song for the Mace song for Rugrats.
Wow.
The Rugrats movie.
Is it Take You There?
Yeah.
Is that
Let's
it?
go there. I want to go
So you think was it Rugrats the movie?
Rugrats the movie.
I
Go
see.
to Paris?
Yeah,
Both are
not
incorrect.
Paris.
I'm just going to tell you.
Okay.
So the three that I found, 1986's Life in a Looking Glass from That's Life.
Oh, that was my next guess.
1997's How Do I Live from Con Air.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow.
And then 1998, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing from Armageddon.
Oh, that's a great one. That's perfect. Darn it.
Yeah.
But
So
these
I
are
felt
good
like
songs, though.
once you said Spider-Man, Chad Kroeger, I was like, oh, that feels like it's getting on the track of I Don't
would
Want to Miss
never
a
have gotten
Thing.
there. But God, that's so good. That's exactly the correct. That feels like something James would have thought of.
I know. I feel upset. At least I got
by all of
Bullworth
us.
mentioned somewhere in
At
this
least
podcast.
you got Bullworth mentioned. Well, that's it for the show this week.
Whoa, we did it.
A few new games this week, Elise.
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with interesting new categories. We'll see how they play out. I have one next week that I'm really excited about.
Okay.
I like the Is It Manson, Is It Gandhi? Have you guys seen that romance game where it reveals people slowly, but they're naked and it's from the feet up? Have you seen? It's like a British game show.
Yeah.
But it's always Manson and Gandhi. That's the thing. I'm saying it's that game.
I feel like we'll know pretty quickly based off the size of the legs.
No.
Okay.
Just the size of the legs. That's it. The amount of hair hitting the ground.
I wanted to make a quick corrections, retractions, and apologies.
Okay.
Because
Wow.
this is the first episode that we've recorded since I hosted. And I gave an erroneous answer to the question about the Alamo. And somebody reached out and said, actually, they didn't say, remember the Alamo in the Alamo. And I just wanted to say, I'm so sorry. I know that a lot of history nerds listen to this podcast, and it was never my intention to offend them with a wrong answer to a question. And I don't want anyone thinking, oh, that must mean that he made up all that shit about the disability advocates too. So yeah, I want to apologize. It really was not my intention. I am deeply sorry. This podcast is nothing if not factually accurate. So, yep, it's nothing.
Well, thank you for humbling yourself, Zach.
Yeah, I am humbled. You know, this podcast really does a great job of humbling me every episode because
You're the most humble person I know.
I used to have things going for me, and now it's just this.
Glad to hear it.
Should we end this with a song? Is you is or is you?
Before that, I just want to thank everyone for leaving us reviews. Thank you for leaving us comments. Please keep it up. AJ, take us away.
Is you is or is you ain't? Is you is or is you ain't? Is you is or is? That's the only part I know. Is you is or is you?
I don't even know this song.
It's horrible.
I think I'm pretty sure you ain't.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.